Hi and welcome everyone to Know Your Law. This is a small initiative to let everyone aware of various important and essential laws of our country. Each week we try to bring to you an essential provision of one of the many acts in our country. Hope it will help you, if not today, but sometimes in your life. So today we will continue with the remaining provisions of hurt and grievous hurt. We explained till section 327, that is voluntarily causing hurt to extort property or to constrain to an illegal act. So this is where we stopped in the last session. So today we will start with causing hurt by means of poison with intent to commit an offense. Section 328 deals with causing hurt by means of poison, etc., with intent to commit an offense. So it states, whoever administers to or causes to be taken by any person any poison or any stupefying, intoxicating, or unwholesome drug or other thing with intent to cause hurt to such person or with intent to commit or to facilitate the commission of an offense, or knowing it to be likely that he will thereby cause hurt, shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 10 years and shall also be liable to fine. Next comes voluntarily causing grievous hurt to extort property or to constrain to an illegal act. So section 329 deals with this offense. So it states, whoever voluntarily causes grievous hurt for the purpose of extorting from the sufferer or from any person interested in the sufferer any property or valuable security, or for constraining the sufferer or interested in the sufferer to do anything that is illegal or which may facilitate the commission of an offense, he shall be punished with imprisonment for life or imprisonment which may extend to 10 years and shall also be liable to fine. Next, section 330 deals with voluntarily causing hurt to extort confession or to compel restoration of property. So it mainly states, whoever voluntarily causes hurt for the purpose of extorting from the sufferer or any person interested in the sufferer any confession or any information which may lead to the detection of any offense or misconduct, or for the purpose of constraining the sufferer or any person interested in the sufferer to restore or to cause the restoration of any property or valuable security, or to satisfy any claim or demand, or to give information which may lead to the restoration of any property or valuable security, that person shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 7 years and shall also be liable to fine. Now it's better to give some illustrations. Suppose a police officer tortures Z in order to induce Z to confess that he committed a crime. Here A, even though he is a police officer, is guilty of an offense under this section. Another illustration, suppose a police officer tortures B to induce him to point out where certain stolen property is deposited. A is guilty of an offense under section 330. Similarly, if a revenue officer tortures Z in order to compel him to pay certain arrears of revenue due from Z, A is guilty of an offense under this section. So next comes section 331, which deals with voluntarily causing grievous hurt to extort confession or to compel restoration of property. So this is similar to section 330, except that hereby a person voluntarily causes grievous hurt rather than hurt. So it is grievous hurt. So the punishment here is imprisonment, which may extend to 10 years and shall also be liable to fine. Next comes section 332, which deals with voluntarily causing hurt to deter public servant from his duty. So this is like any person causes hurt to a person who is a public servant while he is discharging his duty as such public servant, with intent to prevent or deter that person or any other public servant who is discharging his duty as such public servant in consequence of anything done or attempted to be done by that person in the lawful discharge of his duty as such public servant, he shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 3 years, or with fine, or with both. So if a police officer is coming to arrest you and you just try and stop him or prevent him from arresting you, that is where this section comes into play. And rather, if you cause hurt to that police, the hurt part has to be there. Next comes section 333, which is the same like section 332. It is like voluntarily causing grievous hurt to deter public servant from his duty. So here, instead of hurt, the level of hurt has to be grievous hurt, and then the punishment will also increase to 10 years and the person shall be liable to fine as well. Now comes couple of exception sections, which is section 334 and 335, which deals with voluntarily causing hurt and voluntarily causing grievous hurt on provocation. So first, section 334, which deals with voluntarily causing hurt on provocation, says whoever voluntarily causes hurt on grave and sudden provocation, if he neither intends nor knows himself to be likely to cause hurt to any person other than the person who gave the provocation, shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 1 month, or with fine which may extend to 500 rupees. So since the hurt was caused because of provocation, that's why the punishment is just 1 month along with a small fine. Now similarly, if it leads to causing of grievous hurt, then the punishment will or may extend to 4 years, or with fine which may extend to 2000 rupees, or it can be both. So these two basically defense sections to defend a person accused of committing hurt or grievous hurt. Next comes section 336, which deals with act endangering life or personal safety of others. So anyone who does an act rashly or negligently so as to endanger human life or the personal safety of others shall be punished for a term which may extend to 3 months, or with fine which may extend to 250 rupees, or with both. Next is 337, causing hurt by act endangering life or personal safety of others. So here also, whoever causes hurt to any person by doing any act so rashly or negligently as to endanger human life. So the previous section was personal safety, and this is endangering human life. So life is under threat. So that person shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 6 months, or with fine which may extend to 500 rupees, or it can be both. Last section, section 338, deals with causing grievous hurt by act endangering life or personal safety of others. So here 337 is hurt endangering life, and section 338 is grievous hurt. So here, since the hurt will be grievous hurt, so the amount of punishment extends to 2 years, or with a fine which may extend to 1000 rupees, or it can be both. So that is it for today. We will meet again next week with something new and interesting. Till then, stay safe and remain aware of your rights and laws. Thank you.